We are headed down to Bradenton Motorsports Park. We're going to be doing some drift, or no, we're not doing drifting, we're going drag racing, which is really exciting. Should be a lot of fun. I haven't been since last year. I ran the car last year. Different motor, it should make a little more power now. We've got a better suspension setup that'll, like for drifting, that'll work better for drag racing. And I have 5th gear. Last time I was riding out 4th gear limiter for the last bit of the track because I have short gearing in my trans. So we have 5th gear now. So I think last time we did a 12-1. My goal would just be to get into the 11s in the Miata. Might run the truck because we're going to be turboing this truck. It's got a 6-liter and a 4L80E in it. And we're going to be turboing it, so it'd be fun to unhook it, you know, take the crap out of it, run it, and get a baseline. So once we turbo it, we can see how much faster it got. And yeah, we might even get to take a pass in Ruby, which would be really exciting because I've never ran faster than I ran in my car, like a 12-something. Quarter mile, so running an 8-something would be pretty freaking crazy. So anyway, it should be a really fun day. I'm really excited. This has been a blast so far, hanging out with everyone from the open house and going drifting with everyone, and now we're going drag racing, and you know, I'm having a great time, living my best life. So I'll see you guys at the track, and we'll see what happens. Left from completely different parts of Florida and we ended up at this light not far from Bradenton Motorsports Park, like 10 minutes away. And I'm right behind Tommy. That's so funny. Oh, we're going. Okay, we made it here to the track. There's Tommy, me. Adam's got Z-Roy, TJ's car, and I think his Evo. So that's pretty cool. A couple more people showing up, like Jimmy and whatnot. But anyway, I'm just here to hang out and enjoy chilling with good friends and watching people rip cars, because that's what it's all about. Okay, out of curiosity, I want to see what you guys think. The clips I filmed up until now are on my phone. This is on my real camera. It's way easier to film with my phone because I always have it on me, but let me know what you think, if there is a drastic quality difference between my phone and my real camera. I'm conflicted on which to use. The phone just seems to work so good. All I got to do is point and shoot. So I think I'm gonna run these tires. These tires I got for my rear wheels, so I could run these Heritage wheels. They fit perfect. I love them. They're a 200 treadwear Toyo. I think they'll be fine for this. I have some other tires if they're not, but you know, I don't think we're gonna be making enough power to need enough grip to, you know, I think we're gonna have other problems besides tire grip, so not too worried about it. Dang, dude, what we have here. I haven't seen you in a while. Today. There is. I'm glad you brought the import. This is the import drag gathering of 2019. It's a big deal.
Sick. I seen you brought the Ripper out today.
I did. Trying to run an 11 this time because last time I didn't have 5th, and I need 5th because my 5th is 1-to-1. Oh, perfect. So it's like last 300 feet I was limiter. So we'll see.
What did it run last time?
12-1.
Oh, so you should get it.
I would think so. Yeah. But just got to test her out, right? Yeah.
Street car, how to drive
Yeah,
it
just a street car. Just got to drive it here. It is so funny that you have a 240, but it's a drag car.
Yeah.
It's just like not something I would ever expect it until when you told me about it. I was like, you have a 240? What?
It looks so un-240 like.
It does. It looks like a 3rd-gen Camaro or something.
Like a Fox body Mustang.
Yeah, that's a way more accurate. Yep. Like a notch top Fox. Prepping the track for us. Might be a little bit of wind noise, I apologize. Should be interesting. It's been exactly a year since I've been on a drag strip. And that was the only time I've been on a drag strip in a car. I've done it a handful of times on street bikes back when I was younger and rode street bikes, but not much experience. All right, James is about to make a pass here. Probably gonna blow our eardrums out. Look at that nitrous version. About to go out in the LS Miata. tires might be, the tires are a little bigger, but I wouldn't think that would make that much of a difference. Because before, last time we did the quarter mile, I was on limiter for the last like 300 feet. So I don't know, we'll see. 12.6?
Yeah.
Why is it so much slower?
At 113.
That's terrible.
The 60 foot wasn't too bad.
Yeah, last time I was running like 12.3, 12.1. That's so weird.
Did it go 11?
No, it went 12.6. It went slower.
Oh, try to preload it with the handbrake.
Yeah.
Just like on the RPM, slip the shit out of the clutch.
Okay.
Try to get that 60 foot down and it'll come around. It's possible, so just barely get in that stage mode.
Okay. Well, we broke something.
I'm blowing the rear end out, bro. Well, Taylor.
I guess
Things happen.
traction's a lot different than drifting with a big tire.
Pull your trailer around.
Yeah.
Well, apparently drag racing is very hard on cars, and you have a really well-prepped track that just hooks. Tried to launch it a little harder just to see what would happen, and yeah, I'll let me see if I can get you guys in here. Can you see that? The diff is falling out of the subframe. This is a good side for it. So you can see that axle got destroyed, and then you can see the case of the rear case of the diff is what just shattered. It just ripped apart. I can't tell if my subframe mounts, they look pretty messed up too. Might have to do a new subframe, I think. So not the end of the world, but definitely gonna require some work before I can do anything else with this thing. Gonna need at a minimum a new rear diff cover, and I have 2 spare axles, so I'm hoping I can fix that one, like rebuild that one, because it didn't snap the shaft or anything. I think it just pulled the joint apart. Yeah, so diff cover, fix the subframe. I mean, it's not too much work, not a big deal. It happens, now I know. What is weird is the car ran slower. It ran at 12.6, and last time I ran like 12.3 or 12.1. I can't remember which one for sure, and pretty sure it ran at 12.1. So maybe I'm making less power than I was the last time we did this. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but that ends my day of drag racing my car. So since we broke the old Miata, old Cleetus here, it's gonna let us take a rip in this thing. I'm pretty hyped, dude. I'm honestly mildly nervous, but I'm not too worried about it. Yeah. So my only nervousness is the fastest I've gone in a drag car is like a 12.1 or 12.3 in my car, whatever I did in my car. I've driven faster cars on the street with street tires, spinning the tires, but never driven a car this fast that's gonna just hook and go. I don't know. It's just like the unknown. I just don't have anything to relate it to.
What's gonna happen is grab that thing and yank it back. So that's first gear.
Yep.
Hit it forward. That's second gear. You can't hit it past that. You can hit it as hard as you want.
Okay.
So what's gonna happen? You're gonna be like this. You're gonna pull up, right? You're gonna light both bulbs. You're gonna hit this button.
Okay.
And if you let off the brake, it's not gonna move. The car is locked in position, right where it sits. Okay. Foot all the way to the floor. You're gonna hear da 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 da. Just, you know, maybe 2 seconds, 2-3 seconds. It doesn't matter. You can sit there for 5 if you want. The second you let off of this, don't like stay. You gotta make sure you keep your foot all the way down. It's gonna just
throw me back.
Take you for a rip.
Okay.
And then top left here is RPM. You're gonna see that say, you know, around 68 to 7,000 is where I like shift. If you shift early, if you shift late, it's not gonna matter. So 7,000, hit that one more time so you keep feeling perfect. All right, so once you get down to the bottom, you slow down all the way to about 20 mile an hour. Yank it into first, drive it back, shouldn't be a problem.
Okay.
Other than that, when you're in the burnout, you're gonna go, spins the tires, just stop.
Yes.
That's out of the breather. That's normal. Okay. If there's like an abundance of smoke, then let off.
Yeah, try to get to the side.
So there's a valve right here, and if that starts pouring smoke out, like you'll know.
Yeah, it'll be pretty obvious.
But it tells you right away.
Yeah.
But like that schmutz, just don't let it.
Okay. Just stay in it.
Fire it up. I need to give it a little bit again.
So I'm going to try to walk you guys through what this is really like. So I was a little bit nervous going into this, a little, okay, how's it going to go? What am I going to do? What's it going to be like to go from the acceleration of a 12-second pass down to an 8-second pass? What is going to happen? I have no clue. I have nothing to relate it to. So get into the car, get strapped in, I'm feeling a little better, and then we go to pull up to the line, and I'm turning the wheel is more than I'm used to, and it's still not turning as much as I think, and I'm like, okay, this is a little weird. So then I get up to do the burnout, and I'm like, wait a second, is there a line lock? Am I supposed to foot brake it? Am I gonna break something foot braking it? I guess I gotta foot brake it, so I foot brake it. All right, cool, we'll do a little burnout here. So I'm like, oh man, that was a bad burnout. I'm already screwing it up. I'm already making mistakes. Put it back into first, which is what I knew I was supposed to do. Cleetus gives me some words of encouragement. So at this point, as I'm pulling up the stage, the nervousness for the most part is gone because I know I have to do what I need to do, and I'm going to do it. I'm excited to do it, but, the unknown was there. What's going to happen when I let go of this button? I have no clue what's going to happen next. So the launch literally felt like being shot out of a rocket. You just get slung back in your seat immediately. Tunnel vision, it's just crazy. Everything is happening so fast. So I got to this point and thought, okay, I need to take my hand off the wheel because I've got to shift. So my plan wasn't to shift this early. I was just like, I got to go ahead and take my hand off now and get ready to shift so I don't just hit limiter and not get the shift. So let me take my hand off. So then I'm flailing around trying to find the shifter to get my hand on it so that I'm ready to shift when the time comes. I'm not even looking at the tack, by the way. I haven't even tried to look over there yet. I'm looking down the track, making sure I'm keeping this thing straight. I'm not going to go into a wall. I'm going to keep it in the center as best I can. And that's like the only thing I can pay any attention to at the moment. So then as I panic to try to find the shifter, I'm realizing that I don't like driving this fast with one hand on the wheel. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to shift now, and then that way I can put my hand back on the wheel. So the rest of the run was pretty smooth sailing. Car's driving straight, both hands on the wheel, full throttle. We're chilling. We're good. All we got to do is ride this through the traps, no problem. But then I get through the traps and I'm like, wait, am I supposed to use the brakes? Am I supposed to pull the chute? I'm not really sure what happens next. At the end of the day, the car did all the work. It is a true testament to how well built that car is, how well set up it is, that it can run that fast with someone who's not experienced at running remotely close to that fast on a drag strip without breaking a sweat. Oh man, the end of the road comes up quick. I probably should have pulled the chute. That was crazy. That was crazy. Oh my god, it was as easy as they said, but like scary too. The steering rack's weird because I'm like, it's so much turning to do nothing. Oh man, that was crazy. It's crazy to slip because it's slipping and then you bang the gear and it doesn't feel like it changes gear just because it's like slipping still. I don't know how to explain it. Woo! Oh, man, that was wild. Thank you, Cleetus, for the experience. Let me do that. Not something many people get to do, running an 8-second pass. Wow. I don't know if that was an 8. I felt like I shifted earlier or something, but regardless, I definitely did a bad job, but it was still fast because the car's fast. Oh, man. That was wild. Dude, what was it?
Welcome to the 8s, my friend.
Oh, I did it! I didn't know. I felt like I didn't even look at the thing to see the shift.
You shifted like 200 feet out.
Yeah.
We were like, did it shift? We couldn't even hear it, but we were like, hey, Ruby's got you, dude.
I shifted way early, dude. Thank you.
8th,
that
dude.
Was so sick. I can't believe that was still an 8.
How'd that launch feel?
It felt insane. It's like being shot out of a cannon.
It's hard to not shift this car early.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do it too. It's very difficult to not just slam it into second because it's such a sensation.
Right? And I was like, oh, I have to steer. I had both hands on. I'm like, I have to take this hand off. So I'm like, I'm just going to do it now. Get it over with.
It's all blurred.
Oh, it was so sick, dude. Thank you so much.
Hey,
that was awesome, dude.
Good job.
That's crazy. Nothing I've ever experienced.
How easy is it though?
It's really easy. The steering rack definitely throws me off because I'm not used to it. So I'm like, it was going a little right, and I'm like, why isn't it turning left? But I understand why you would have it.
Yeah,
I don't want to lose
there's
that.
A lot of input on this wheel to make it turn.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes total
sense.
sense.
Yeah, it's the opposite of drifting because you're used to a little bit of steering.
Yeah.
This is a lot of steering.
Exactly.
Little, so.
How'd that
Oh,
feel?
dude, it was insane. It was insane.
Let's get you out of here.
Oh, life-changing, dude.
You gonna build a car with a power glide in it now?
I need to.
These glides Miata.
Right? It's just gonna make me want to make my truck, my turbo truck, like legitimate, not just a burnout thing. All right, well, I destroyed my diff, which is kind of lame, but Cleetus has one. I'm gonna buy from him. Perfect. And it's an aluminum case one, so that's good. It'll be a little lighter. But anyway, that's what it is. You know, I came out here knowing like, okay, this is kind of the opportunity to figure out what's gonna break. You know, that drifting's not gonna stress. But regardless, huge thank you to Cleetus for letting me take a rip in Ruby. It's just, you know, I don't know. Cleetus is just one of those people that like he genuinely. He's very selfless. Like he genuinely wants other people to have fun, experience the same things he gets to, and like help them out. And I don't know. It's just, I just really appreciate it because that was an insane. I'm like still shaking a little bit, you know. And I've done a lot of different motorsports stuff, gone fast, you know. But man, that is just a different experience altogether. I can't. Whew, whew. Oh man. I mean, if I had the choice between not breaking my diff and not driving that, or breaking my diff and driving that, absolutely break my diff right now. Anyway, I'm gonna hang out and watch everyone rip. James's car is a rocket. I didn't even realize it. I gotta go watch him rip. Oh, that's not good. TJ is in the hot seat right now. So he's in the situation I was in before I went. But the track got a little down, so now he's got to wait 30 more minutes.
I just appreciate everyone here is kind of like trying to rustle my feathers a little bit. And Taylor's like, look, it's not easy, or it's not as scary as it seems. It's not terrifying, because like we've all been behind fast cars. It's the waiting game.
The waiting game and not knowing.
What is it?
What is it going to be like?
I've never been that fast, that quick.
Same.
Especially driving.
Yeah.
So it's that type of like how like confusing and dizzying and tunnel vision is it going to be?
Yeah, I guess the cool part of it, because I was thinking like I'd probably want to ride in it first.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's probably way better if you drive it first,
like
because it's way more exciting driving it first.
Scary is it's not that you think something's gonna go wrong, but if anything does go wrong, it's gonna be a big problem. You know?
Don't say shit like that. What? Why did you do that?
That's the stuff that everyone's like, look,
No,
it's
but look,
probably good,
dude,
but
everyone who's driven that car has run an 8-second pass in it and gone straight down the track. So, and there's a lot of people that have driven that car.
that's what you said.
Yeah.
It's like,
A lot of
hard to
people.
screw it up. So
Yeah.
we'll see how the day plays
You'll
out.
be all right. You're right. But it is funny to see you stressing it, and now that I've done it, I'm like, I know it's not that bad, but I also know how I felt before I did it.
Yeah, I don't know why. I like,
Because I don't get nervous with car stuff.
Sam, I don't know why I'm kind of tripping a little bit.
It's just because you can't ease your way into it. You can't just,
Yeah.
you can't go do like a 9 or 10-second pass and then go do an 8. It's like you're gonna go from whatever your fastest pass is to an 8.
Which is like 12.
Same, so to an 8. So it's just like such a big jump.
Or like with drifting, you can like ease your way into a section. before
Yeah.
You decide to, like, go for the wall.
Yeah, you don't have to go for the wall tap and the whole course first lap out.
I'm pumped.
But
I'm
it's
excited.
easy. Like I said, it's easy. They set up, the car is like super well set up. It just goes and does its thing. Like I said, I probably shifted it like 5,000 RPM or
They said
something.
you shifted early.
Super early.
Yeah.
And it still ran an 8.6. So, you'll be all right. DJ's going. Still did an 8.
Shifted it immediately.
Did he shift it immediately?
He shifted that thing right off the line.
That was
Makes
sick.
me want to drag race.
Dude,
so
doing that
bad.
run in Ruby,
Oh.
I'm building the turbo truck already, but now I'm gonna try to make it go down the drag strip because it's so fun.
It's a whole different animal.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Water now. Oh, I thought that was Adam driving that. It's not Adam. That was an absolute blast, man. I had so much fun. Oh man, doing the pass in Ruby just made my week, man. That was so cool. Huge thanks to Cleetus for being such an awesome dude, letting me take that thing for a rip, and Cooper and James. They're such a good group of people. If you watch their videos and wonder if they're like as cool or as nice as they seem in the videos, 100%. I've spent enough time with them now to say for sure they are like just legit, genuinely like awesome people. So anyway, if you ever wondered that, I know people always wonder that. They're great people. So anyway, real excited. The diff thing kind of sucks, but Cleetus has an aluminum diff that he's going to sell me for very cheap. So we'll lose some weight on the car, which will be good. And yeah, I'll probably pick it up this week, swap it. Probably have to make a new mount, but not a big deal in the grand scheme of things. It is kind of funny that I broke it drag racing instead of drifting. You know, I beat on that thing so much drifting, and it's been fine, but... You hear that turbo flutter? Woo! Alright, Adam's got my helmet on. He's in Trevor's car, and he's gonna do the jump. It's a hodgepodge. Think he's gonna go for it first rip? Yep. Oh! Oh! Wow! Coop, what did you think of that?
I think it went exactly as expected.
Same, same. How you feeling, Jims?
My back.
That hurt.
Wait, hold on. You have two for, there's for both of us, right?
One cheek on and the other cheek on.
Cleetus and Dale.
Dale and Cleetus.